Well, hello, how are we doing? You alright? I hope you're all fine and dandy. Right, as I always say, and I always start off with, where are we tonight? We're at the top of Rivington. We're heading to the Terraced Gardens. So you've got H in front of me, Cooch, Mick, Daz, and Kaz, and obviously myself. But yeah, so we're just heading up. Mick McLaren came up last night with Dale. If you don't know who Dale is, have a look at Mick's channel and he'll fill you in who Dale is. He's doing some, he's going to have a channel himself, but I don't think it's been launched yet. Just keep your eye on Mick's little bit of his channel, and he'll fill you in on a bit more. But like I say, if you want to know who Dale is, pop back, and he met up with him and he describes what he's actually doing. So yeah, so we're just back up here, and we're coming at it a different way. But the thing I'm mentioning about Dale is he actually came over and met up with Mick. I couldn't make it, unfortunately, last night, and they came up the same place. Now it sounds daft really, but Mick said he got a bit of a feeling, so he said, well, come on, let's send back tonight and see if we can pick it up again. So that's what we're doing. So that's where we are, heading to the Terraced Gardens. But yeah, I hope as well that you saw that Best Bob Brown's channel, that H was on it last night as well. There he is. They're all over there. Can you see them?
What, all the way from up there?
They're all up there. So yeah, if you didn't see it, nip back. You might find a little bit of stuff what's interesting on there. But yeah, Bob Brown's channel. But yeah, we're just on a scout around. So I'll keep you filled in on what's happening. Just keep watching. Also, keep subscribing. I've had a few more this week. I think it must have been a bit of the runoff from Steve Meara's interview, the 6-parter which I did. I hope you enjoyed it. If Steve watches this, thank you again. Can't thank you enough. And like I said in one of the comments, invited me over to Steve and Jackie's house. It was really worth the time off work, to be honest. See, the time off work for you lot, for you and me doing the research. But yeah, you're all with it, and like I say, we'll see what tonight brings. Catch you in a bit.
They were taking some photos just straight there ahead. There's an archway with the steps going up. And
did she give a name or?
She gave a name in the email, but I don't think she wants a name being put out there.
Right, okay.
And as she was taking the photo, she didn't see anything else around her, but as she took the photo just there to our right, she saw what looked like a sphere, size of a normal football, just there.
Right.
And you know, if there were football there, it'd roll down the hill.
Put your voice up.
But it was there, yeah. Green in colour, and just there. I have actually seen the photo, and it looks like a metal ball. It looks metallic but green, which is, well, I'd say just in that area there. So she was studying taking the photo straight on. Now, not only that, she told me that her son had seen a big black dog wandering down here. From what I remember, it was an oversized black dog that looked out of place.
Yeah,
We're walking, and there 1 minute and then disappeared the next sort of thing.
And also you've got that with the ladies as well, who were kind of getting lost, and then this dog appeared and it took them all the way down to the bottom,
yeah,
didn't
that's
it?
from up there, and that's coming through these gardens on the way back down.
Right.
And that was like around New Year, that one, and it was quite cold. Not only that, there's a fellow who I know called Colin who's told me of an experience when we were walking that path that we just walked. He was walking from up here one evening going down, and he said at first he thought there was a load of flies in front around the tree, but it wasn't. He said as he got closer it was mist, but it was acting as though it was a swarm of flies, and it was moving about the same way a swarm of flies would, or bees.
So it's like an energy, isn't it, really?
But this, he said it was like a mist, which he stood and watched it for a little while, and then it just disappeared.
Funny how these spheres and cubes keep popping up lately.
Well, yeah,
It's
with
just,
the cubes,
you know.
yeah, that's weird. No, that's weird. I mean, it wasn't there when when she was looking in that direction, but for it to appear on the photo after, it is weird.
Well, what I'll do, I'll take a photo and then the actual viewers can see the actual spot.
Yeah.
I'll take it
Well,
from a couple of
I was up
different
here last night, and I was here at it was, what I was doing was, the sun was just going down, and I was seeing whether I could, take a photo and get anything on the camera similar to what I saw on her photo, just to make sure that it's, it's not the effect of the light or anything like that.
Right.
I wanted to be sure, but from what I've seen, it's metallic and green.
Has she sent you the photo?
She has, yeah. And the annoying thing about that is that the email that she sent, by accident, and I don't know how, I've got rid of it. So I've lost the photo. So what I've been doing is trying to get in touch with her again, so she can send it to me, because I'd like to show it as well. Because to me, it's really unusual. We are now at the top of, we're not far from what's called the Pigeon Tower, and at this area there's a little story, and there was an article in the Bolton News about these particular steps here, which we're coming up to. Now there is a photo that goes along with this story, and it was somebody had taken a photo of these steps, and there was an apparition of a figure walking down these steps about halfway, and like I say, you can see this in the Bolton News, and this figure, when they've looked back of all photos of around this area, this one person stood out being this apparition, what we're seeing, and it was a fellow who built all this called Lord Leverhulme, and these are the steps where his apparition has been seen, not only just that time and been taken a photo, but many times walking up and down here.
Yeah. They do stand out though, these actual steps, don't they? Do make an actual statement. And then as well, from the top there, got the actual little pond. What do they put in as well? What I'll do, I'll just leave you this, the Italian lake. Just see if we can get this on camera. I'll take a picture of this and then I can take you know, you can zoom in and have a look. But yeah, it's quite interesting. But as soon as I came off the steps then where we were stood, from the sphere story, I felt something. Yeah. Yeah, so from that last story then, which we've just done over there with Mick, if you didn't know, Lord Leverhulme, who built all this, his business was soap. And if you have a look at Port Sunlight in Liverpool, he actually built that as well. I've been there for a wedding, absolutely amazing place, but he built that. So Port Sunlight at Liverpool. And you can see that's in the distance there. We've got the Pigeon Tower. Can you see it over there? That was open the other day for people to go in and, you know, you could have a look. But it used to be where his wife, Lord Leverhulme's wife, used to go up sewing. She used to sit up there. So she was a lucky lass indeed. She must have a magnificent view. But yeah, it's a fantastic place. But if he did well in business, my hat off to him, sorry. But yeah, little bit of information for you there. So Port Sunlight, look it up.
Virus that's carried by whatever insect it is, it causes rapid growth of buds in areas where normally it wouldn't be, and it ends up hanging with these multiple close branches, all originating from like just a few points. It doesn't follow the usual habit that the tree grows in.
And that's why you see them all hanging down and
Yeah.
looking like a sort of like a nest or something.
Yeah, but it's literally just disease. A bit like cancer, rapid growth of. Yeah.
Right, let's show you in the kitchen garden at Rivington. If you've never been here before, this is the kitchen gardens, or like a buffet. I think it must have won. I think that leach, it must have been like a green leach or something, which is ideal really when you've got a fire. Which is just on the other side of the actual housing area. I do actually keep getting, when you actually walk round the actual main bungalow, because it was a bungalow at its time, the main areas around the garden, I keep getting that something's watching us. I don't know. I felt it when we came in from the park then, and through the metal gates at the top. I keep getting like a bit of an headache that something's watching us. I'm hoping something might get picked up actually on camera. You know, 'cause it's not only in the darkness you pick something up. Obviously it's around here in the daytime, and things have been seen in the daytime. But yeah, that was the kitchen gardens. It's amazing. I mean, in its heyday it must have been fantastic. I mean, look at this here. And there was actually a waterfall. There's a few waterfalls. There's one down here, probably I'll show you. That goes down, I think, to the main waterfall. There actually was one with a statue, but of course, over the years, the statue has gone missing. I'll try and find a photo of it. But it's a very hard place to keep. I mean, they've done amazing, you know, the heritage place, they've done amazing, because all this would have been overgrown, so they've done an amazing job, but it must be hard to keep, you know, once you've done one part then you're going back, and then it's, but they do it, you know, they got a lottery grant and that's how they ended up doing it. But my hat off to them. And all the paving and everything's been uncovered, as you can see. But there's just like, I mean, I think that would have been steps, but there's just paths everywhere. The Charlie's Gardens are down there, just at the bottom. I think we're working our way around, we're working our way down on levels, you know, keep dropping down. But yeah. But like I say, you do keep getting a bit of an eerie vibe, but like Mick says, Lord Levium has been seen a few times on them steps. So it's definitely interesting to keep your eye on places like this. I don't think we come over here that often, to be fair. Oh, there we go. Just bob over here. They must have made this up. Must have been what it was it? Must have been like the gardens for the kitchens. Ah, strawberries. Strawberries there. We have mint, thyme, herbs, cabbage as well. Fantastic. Like I said, they're doing a cracking job. What's this? Yeah, they're doing a cracking job. Let's hope they keep doing it. Fingers crossed. Right, let's see what else we can uncover around here. Keep watching. think this is actually where the statue was, to be fair. I think it was right over on the top there, if I remember right. I might be wrong. But yeah, amazing place. To say this was your home. Now let's catch the rest up. Well, that's the Japanese Gardens. It must have looked fantastic in its heyday. So let's take a little bit of a journey down and drop down through the arch.
Where when I was talking to one of the witnesses about seeing a dog man down at Rivington near the Liverpool Castle, they were telling me that as a group, one of the group members was walking up here and they actually saw an old Quaker just stood around this area, around this bridge. And unbeknown to me at the time, I didn't know about anything to do with the Quakers around this area until I looked at the history, and a lot of the Quakers used to worship outside around this area.
Interesting.
So there's all sorts of strange things in this particular area.
Well, when we're on about the sphere, it's just at the top there, isn't it?
Top of this bridge we're on.
Yeah, them steps. Yeah, it's definitely something. Like I said, we don't get. I mean, you said it tonight that we don't get that real feel. I mean, I've had a couple where you feel like somebody's watching me or something, but you've not really felt it.
I've not felt anything. Yeah.
When you went at the top of them steps and you felt it at the same time as me.
Yeah.
But like you said,
that was a brief, brief.
Yeah, it was.
Heaviness around that area up there, and then that's been it tonight. It's been just a nice, pleasant walk round, really.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Yeah, I'll put a picture on this bridge a bit further back and you can have a proper look, but it's a bit of a real achievement, isn't it, Nick?
It is.
I mean, it's got mortar in it, but I bet if you built it right, with the arch and everything, I bet you wouldn't need any. The way it's pushing down on itself.
It's a brilliant bridge.
It's amazing,
how long it's been here.
I know.
You know, you're talking 1800s and look at it.
Unbelievable.
And it's a walkable bridge as well.
I know.
You know, it's just not just set ornamentation. It's, you know, you can actually walk up it.
It's amazing. Right, okay, thanks for that, Mick. Let's press on. Well, that's it, folks. We've been around the actual gardens. I hope you can see the sunset in the distance. I'm not sure if you can or not, because I can't really see. I can look on screen, but I can't really see it, to be fair, with different light and textures. But yeah, so that's Rivington Garden. We've just come for an easy walk, really, but thought if nobody's not seen it, and to just make you know what it looks like and how it's been kept, and a little bit more about the history and a couple of stories in there, it's just a bit of interest. So yeah, so from all of us at W.H.I.T, we'll call it a night, I think. There's an EMF down there, 3 cat balls I've brought, and of course I've got the actual parabolic see if we can catch anything while we're being quiet, or maybe ask something and get a result. And Mick's brought the singing bowl as well, and I'm going to try and throw 1.6 out as well, to see if we can draw anything in. I don't think we're stopping out. I'm at work in the morning, so yeah, so we'll speak to you soon, and thanks for watching, keep subscribing, and take care. Speak to you soon. Bye bye from Wit.
Good night, son.